Mr. Chairman, I yield 2 minutes to the gentlewoman from Illinois, Ms. Bean, for a colloquy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for yielding and for your thoughtful leadership and stewardship on our nation's transportation resources and your commitment to strengthening America's competitiveness. I strongly support the renewed focus and investment in our nation's critical rail infrastructure, yet I continue to have grave concerns about the impacts of freight rail traffic on communities whose road infrastructure was not designed to accommodate increased levels of rail traffic. In communities in my district in Illinois, those concerns include blocked crossings that cause traffic bottlenecks, safety threats due to decreased mobility of emergency responders, safety issues due to increased car volumes and speeds, noise and air pollution, and interference with proposed commuter rail expansions. The recent acquisition of the EJ&E by Canadian National promises to significantly increase daily rail traffic. This would necessitate construction of over a dozen grade separations like underpasses and overpasses to ensure adequate safety and traffic flow. With each construction project estimated at costs of tens of millions of dollars, the impact of this federally approved rail transaction rises to the level of regional and national significance. Municipalities like Barrington and others along the EJ&E need DOT funding to help their communities continue to function, which is why we need a multi-year surface transportation reauthorization moving forward to address such needs nationwide. While funding for grade separation construction will come from the FHA in this bill, the FRA and STB must continue to work together to align transportation and safety priorities. State and local governments cannot be expected to bear the burden of accommodating regionally and nationally significant freight movement. It's in everyone's interest that federal agencies partner with communities to ensure the impacts of such freight are mitigated to a reasonable and practicable extent. I'd like to point out that crossing hazard reduction efforts should not be limited to high-speed rail corridors. The vast majority of our rail network continues to be comprised of non-high-speed rail. Hazards must be safeguarded nationally, regardless of maximum potential train speed. And now I yield to the chairman.
I feel like his time has expired.
Mr. Chairman, I yield for this colloquy an additional 2 minutes then. Mr. Chairman, I am glad to work with the gentlewoman from Illinois on the grade separation issues which impact our transportation networks and communities across the country, all over the country. The problem you describe is exactly the type of project that should be addressed in the Tiger Grant program, which works to address transportation issues of regional and national significance, and particularly ones which are binodal, intermodal in nature.
I agree with the chairman, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on these important issues. Look forward to working with you further on it, and I yield back.